Hello everybody. In this video we'll try to understand what happens when Jupiter is in the ninth house of a horoscope. See, in Vedic astrology, the ninth house indicates your higher learning, especially in education. If you observe, it generally represents your post graduation or PhD programs, and that represents your knowledge. Basically, the ninth house, it doesn't represent your logical thinking, those things, but it generally represents your knowledge. So it also represents your belief towards religion, spirituality, and morals. It represents the long distance traveling that you do generally, especially the long journeys generally one does in his or her lifetime. It also represents your luck, that is your fortune, and guidance that you get from your mentors. It also represents the mutual relationship with your father. So, generally speaking, ninth house is the house of luck in Vedic astrology, because you just see, when you have a very good mutual relationship with your father, you can get more support from your father, right? And also, if you get some good guidance from the mentors, then it is the most luckiest thing in your life, because you can get a lot of opportunities when you have good guidance from your mentors, or you have very good mutual relationship with your father. Also, if your belief system towards religion and spirituality and morals is very good, then yes, you can get very good opportunities. That's a kind of luck only, right? And if you observe Jupiter, Jupiter is the planet of wisdom, planet of luck, planet of growth, positivity, blessings from kind of divine grace. We say all this, positive things about Jupiter, but you need to check if Jupiter is a functionally malefic planet for your ascendant or not. Especially if you are a Taurus ascendant or Capricorn ascendant, or I would say if you are a Cancer ascendant, right? So then you can easily see that is your functionally malefic planet. Especially for Taurus ascendant, it is the eighth lord, and that too the eighth house is situated in the sign Sagittarius, which is the Mula Trikona house for Jupiter. Then obviously Jupiter can become the primary malefic planet for Taurus ascendant people. And then for Cancer ascendant, it is the sixth lord, and Capricorn ascendant, it is the 12th lord. So it is treated as a malefic planet, especially for these three ascendants. Otherwise, it's treated as a planet of wisdom, planet of morality, your luck, growth, and positivity. And most of the Jupiter significations are in alignment with the ninth house. So when Jupiter is in the ninth house, it is a kind of in its own house. Even in the natural horoscope, natural zodiac signs, if you observe natural zodiac, the ninth house is Sagittarius, right? So natural zodiac in the sense, Aries as the first house, right? But of course it depends upon your ascendant. That's what I'm telling you. If you're a Taurus ascendant person, obviously Sagittarius becomes your eighth house and Jupiter becomes your primary malefic planet. So if Jupiter is not a functionally malefic planet for you and it is present in the ninth house, yes, it is treated as very powerful and positive as well. So the positive effects that you get by this particular placement, right, when it is in the ninth house and it is a benefic planet, then you can have some good luck in your life. Some good fortune is expected. So the person often gets opportunities easily. And also you can become very wise and knowledgeable. That is another possibility. That means you generally love learning and may be very educated, right? So, and the spiritual growth, you should talk about the spiritual growth, as a strong interest in religion or philosophy is expected when your Jupiter is acting very positively in the ninth house. And also the travel opportunities, if you observe, you may travel abroad or go on meaningful journeys. The journeys are very meaningful in your life. And the mentors and guides, if you observe, you can get lot of support from your teachers, elders, or mentors. That is the expected behavior when a positive Jupiter is present in your ninth house. And also you would have some kind of good morals and ethics. That means you're a bit honest, you're generous, and also you're very ethical in life. That is what expected when a positive Jupiter is present in the ninth house. But of course these things may not be a great matter for you in the modern world, but in ancient times this was the most important thing for the society. That's why this placement, a very good functionally benefic Jupiter present in the ninth house, was treated as a very good thing, and that was treated as a very good thing for the society actually. And the negative effects, if you observe, what are the negative effects? So if it is a functionally malefic planet, yeah, of course you need to check the relationship with your father. Of course you like your father, you will love your father may also support you, but what is the kind of level of friction that is present between you and your father? It matters. So if Jupiter is very very malefic in the ninth house, of course it actually it can create a lot of problems between you and your father. And the overconfidence or the arrogance that you may have is something like you may think you know everything. That is the main problem, right? When the Jupiter is in the malefic Jupiter is in the ninth house. So when you feel that you know everything, you may not listen to your parents or your father, your mentors, right? So then that can create a kind of distance between you and your father in terms of thoughts, or there's a kind of continuous friction would be present, and thereby you may lose some opportunities also, because with your elders, if you're not if you're not in a good terms with your elders, then just imagine how they would treat you, right? They may not express you openly, but you may lose some opportunities. And a kind of and when functionally malefic planet is in the ninth house, functionally malefic Jupiter is in the ninth house, I observe a lot of people have this overindulgence in comfort. That means you can go very lazy, or you enjoy luxury too much. That's where I observe a lot of people having Jupiter, especially a malefic Jupiter in the first house or a malefic Jupiter in the ninth house also. They have this particular problem. They become very lazy and they try to enjoy luxury too much. That's a kind of uncomfortable situation for the people around them. But for them, I think it's okay, because other people bear them. And then a kind of you would have some kind of rigidity in your belief system, right? A kind of lot of rigidity. That means you cannot change your belief easily. So that's a very big problem. Even I observed this when a functionally malefic Jupiter is present in the first house also. And of course in the ninth house, this dogmatism, that is the rigidity that you see in your belief system, can be clearly observed. And the legal or moral issues that you may have, because your Jupiter is functionally malefic and sitting in the ninth house, you may face some problems with laws or religions as well, because ninth house is also related to law making and laws as well. Now if you want to feel this energy, if you want to see a positive, how beautiful this functionally benefic Jupiter in the ninth house, just imagine a person, he loves reading and learning, and one day he meets a wise teacher who guides him in life. And just imagine he is traveling to many places to study and learn new things. Then how people see him? Just imagine, people see him as lucky, because good things are happening to him. He is going to abroad, he is studying, for studying and learning only he's going, right? So because very good things happen to him often, so people feel or perceive him as a lucky person, and he may get some scholarships or help from elders as well. Another important thing is, I observed, let's take Gemini ascendant. For Gemini ascendant, Jupiter suffers from a dosha called Kendradhipatya dosha. That means for Gemini ascendant, the Sagittarius is the 7th house, and then this particular Pisces is the 10th house. right? So both are Kendra houses, 7 and 10. Both are Kendra houses. Both are called 1, 4, 7, 10, or generally called as Kendra houses. 5, 9 are Trikona houses. Sometimes, people say, 4, 7, 10 Kendra, and then 1, 5, 9. There's one house, first house, anyways, it's a very, is a kind of house that represents your existence. So there's no point in arguing which is Kendra, or whether it is Kendra or Trikona or whatever. So everybody has their own argument to say something about them. But the fundamental thing is, I want to tell you here, for Gemini ascendant, the 710 lordship of Jupiter, it's called as Kendradhipatya dosha. That means Jupiter can give you pressure wherever it sits. Let us say for the Gemini ascendant person, this Jupiter is present in the 9th house. So obviously, as a lord of the Kendra houses, it should give something good. So what happens? The person may go to some PhD, definitely, or some higher learning, or abroad, or whatever. It shows that path clearly. It attracts the person towards that particular path, but the person suffers from some kind of continuous pressure at a particular point of time. Let us say a person has joined PhD, a Gemini ascendant person, Jupiter in the 9th house. So he may go to PhD, because it's very much possible, because the lord of Kendra house is Jupiter, which is present in the 9th house. But the person would continuously either struggle, or may think that this particular PhD would be completed or not, or he or she may travel to abroad, and he or she may struggle for some time there, and then think that, okay, is it the right time? I came here, or should I go back to my home place? So this kind of dilemma the person may experience, but ultimately things would go fine only. But this Jupiter gives pressure because of that Kendradhipatya dosha. Even this happens for Virgo ascendant also, I observed, because for Virgo ascendant, again, this Jupiter is the lord of the 4th house and the 7th house. So it is going to give pressure. This Jupiter is going to give a kind of stress, continuous stress. At least you can clearly see for a particular duration in the life. The duration is significant, something like more than 3-4 years, right? Especially when the person is getting attracted to this higher education, or going abroad, all this, the 9th house things. Even in the belief system, the person has some kind of stress. For Virgo and Gemini, I saw this one, because Jupiter is the lord of the Kendra houses. That's is called as Kendradhipatya dosha, we say. Now you just imagine, a person is that much lucky, as we discussed. Then that is the beauty of 9th house Jupiter, a benefic Jupiter. So Jupiter in the 9th house, if it is acting as a very positive planet, then of course it brings knowledge, guidance, luck, and growth in the life. So another important thing is, even I observed, let us say your Jupiter is very, very good. It does not have any Kendradhipatya dosha. It is not a malefic planet for you. It's not a functionally malefic planet for you. Then just imagine it's in the 9th house. Now your Jupiter is completely positive. It is in the 9th house. But all the signification, all the positive things of Jupiter you can experience only if you stay humble in your life, right? So Jupiter loves it. Basically, if you are humble, then only Jupiter tries to give you something good. If you're arrogant, or if you're over indulgent in some kind of luxuries and all, he may not like you. That is the problem with Jupiter, because Jupiter is a kind of the person is a kind of a bit annoying, if you observe, because he has a lot of rules, right? So you need to be humble to experience these good things. And I don't think anybody in the current world would be that much humble to experience the complete positiveness of Jupiter. So that can be one of the reasons why, even the people having some good Jupiter would also feel a bit uncomfortable about this Jupiter significations in the Kali Yuga. But still you can see lot and lot of people also, right, with some good Jupiter and experiencing 70% of the great things of Jupiter sitting in the ninth house. Even if you observe 20-30 years back, you could find a lot of people having good Jupiter this in the ninth house and also experiencing a lot of great things, because a lot of them were humble, I observed, right? Now, if you feel how this beautiful Jupiter, the functionally benefic Jupiter sitting in the ninth house, if you want to feel it, just imagine a lighthouse on a mountain. So the lighthouse on a mountain, how it behaves, it shines light on travelers, showing the right path. It helps them, right? So it helps avoid any kind of danger. It guides to some places also. It shows the correct path, right? Similarly, if functionally benefic Jupiter is in the ninth house, it shows you right path in the life. It gives you some morality. It avoids any kind of wrong decisions in your life. It shows you the path of success and learning as well. So just imagine if a malefic Jupiter is present in the ninth house with this particular, if you want to feel it, let's imagine this lighthouse on the mountain is let us say it's blocked, right? Then how the traveler would feel? The traveler may get lost in the path, or he may face a lot of obstacles in the path, right? That's what happens when malefic Jupiter is in the ninth house. Now, so you can clearly see a person with a positive Jupiter in the ninth house can get a scholarship to study abroad, or can go for higher studies, travel to spiritual places like temples or some kind of mountains. He can get advice from his father, from a teacher, from a mentor that can change his life path for the better, right? So that is the observation. But if it is acting as a negative Jupiter, then yes, he even if he gets some good advice from his mentors or father or any good teacher, he would take that advice very arrogantly or wrongly. He would perceive it, or he would waste opportunities due to his own laziness or ego. That is the expectation when a malefic Jupiter is present in the ninth house. So when a malefic Jupiter is in the ninth house, you should donate yellow clothes to the poor. You should also respect your teacher. You should also donate some food on Thursdays. Also, you need to chant the Jupiter mantra every day, 108 times, especially on Thursdays. You should worship Dakshinamurti, or you should worship Dattatreya, right? Guru Dattatreya. So you should respect your elders, your teachers. You should observe very carefully when you're getting guidance from them. You should be very humble towards your teachers, elders, and towards your father, right? Avoid arrogance at any. Stay humble. Avoid being rigid also in your belief system. So when a malefic Jupiter is present in the ninth house, this is the important thing that you need to do. Another important thing that so many people, so many astrologers would tell is you need to plant a peepal tree or a tulasi tree when your Jupiter is malefic. You need to offer water and prayers to these sacred plants. This is one of the best remedies every astrologer tells you. Now, another important thing, if your Jupiter is a functionally benefic thing, but you observed your Jupiter does not have enough strength in the ninth house, then definitely you need to wear yellow clothes. You need to add yellow things to your life, means you need to wear yellow clothes. You need to wear pukhraj, or you say yellow sapphire, that gemstone, because your Jupiter is benefic and it is in the ninth house. That means your Jupiter is ready to give you some luck, because it is a benefic planet for you, functionally benefic. It is in the ninth house. It is ready to give you some luck, but it does not have enough strength. So you need to give some strength. How can you give Jupiter some strength? that means the Jupiter rays that are falling on you do not have some amplification because it is not having enough energy. So you need to amplify by wearing some yellow clothes, or if you wear yellow sapphire, it's a kind of Jupiter kind of a stone, right? In Vedic astrology, the yellow sapphire or Pukhraj is treated as a piece of it's the energetic particle that has similar or equal energies of Jupiter. So Jupiter having less energy in your horoscope, so you need to put that gemstone, you need to wear that gemstone on your finger so that you can definitely get some good results in your life, right? So totally I would tell you it's very lucky and positive if you have some functionally benefic Jupiter in the ninth house, right? It will help you grow in your knowledge, your wisdom, and your spiritual life would be better. Your problems appear only if Jupiter is a functionally malefic planet, right? So do not ignore if a functionally malefic Jupiter is present in your ninth house, right? So thanks for watching this video. We'll try to meet in another video and discuss other Jupiter placements. Thank you.